This tiny kid's guitar will be pitched down so that I can play heavy metal riffs on it. Previously I tried to make this Ibanez GRG M21M sound like a metal machine, but I failed. The short song that I created, it sounded too happy. Let's ignore the fact that it was me that failed, and there are plenty of bands that play in standard tuning or even drop D and sound heavier than me after a Christmas meal. Instead, we'll take the easy route and pitch it down, way down, where it should have never gone in the first place. Now where do I put this? There's plenty of pitch shifters these days because metal is falling lower and lower, at least in tunings. Thanks Meshuggah. No, really, thank you. I really enjoy the low tunings. There are the hardware ones like Digitech Whammy DT, a true classic. There's Boss XS100, which is more modern. And in the modeling world, the digital, the computer, there's plenty of options. You'll have your transpose knobs in pretty much all the digital modelers out there, like Neural DSP and everything else. And recently I heard good things about Polychrome DSP's Hypertune. They have two versions. One is just Hypertune. It pitches up, it pitches down. And there's Hypertune, which only goes down, as it should. And this isn't a review, it's just one man's journey to bring the kid's guitar. My first plan was to tune it down a full octave. Currently it's in Dad-Gad, but after pitching down, it would still be in Dad-Gad, but it would be a real dad this time. Dad with a beer belly and blocked up veins. Stupid. But to make my life even easier, I pitched it down to drop C sharp, just because my bass is in C sharp. We're pitching down not one semitone, not two semitones, or three, 13 semitones. That's the mark of the beast. At least some beasts. Maybe. It'll be in the same octave as my bass. The riff I'm playing will switch from normal to drop tuned, just so that you can hear the difference. It's all the same recording, the same processing chain. It's just a pitch shifter either going down or going nowhere. The only difference is when it's normally tuned, I'm shifting up my bass one semitone, which is a sin, I know, but then it makes it drop D. For that I'm using the normal Hypertune, whereas for the metal version. Let's hear it. So what did you think? Record your thoughts below. It's probably just placebo, but it did sound meaner and heavier when it's pitched down. That's not to say it sounded great. Pitching down such a small tiny guitar with its already floppy strings, it was never going to sound great, is it? It does sound a bit like there's being mud poured in your throat, like a medieval torture device, which can be a vibe. I spent no time editing it, apart from pitching down. It would have benefited from some EQing when it's pitched down more, and it would remove some of the torturous mud vibes. But I will say, it is usable. With more effort in processing and actually creating like a decent riff, it would sound at least passable. And I did enjoy the Hypertune pitch shifter, both versions. The other shifters that I've used, like for example Neural DSP's transpose one, it falls down quicker. It works okay for like up to like 3-4 4 or 5 semitones, but any lower than that and you just lose any high end. And for chords it doesn't work that well at all. Whereas hypertune sounds more like a low tuned guitar. You don't lose all of the brightness. So I would definitely recommend trying it. You can get both versions for not that much money, to be honest. I spent my own money on this. My broken brain came up with this video. There is no hidden advertising here, although that's what a hidden advertiser would say. Now, I wouldn't get this guitar just to play some low-tuned riffs. If you're a full-sized adult, or even a teen, or even quarter the size, just get a normal guitar, get a baritone. Personally, after trying baritones, I don't even go back to the normal scale guitars because they're just too small. But if this guitar is the only thing you have, because you're like 6 and you need to record some sugar riffs, you can do it with this combination of tools. Now, that's about it. I had a name. I'm sure you did as well and still have one. We might have the same name even. I don't know. I just know that you should listen to some harsh, depressive metal. Bye.